Police are searching for the suspect believed to be responsible for the deaths of 2 Yakima residents. And a Tri-Cities middle school is doing its part to offer a hand up to students who may not have everything they need.
And a beautiful Wednesday is on the way, but changes are on the way tomorrow. I'll get you and your family prepared.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. We've made it to midweek.
Yes, we have.
I'm very excited about that. And when we think of nice spring days, that is what today
is going to be. That's excellent.
But then those weird spring days, that's what tomorrow is going to be. So
well, you take what you can get.
You take what you get. All right, let's take a look outside. Legend Sky Cam Network. It is going to be a beautiful Wednesday on tap. And again, our sunrise is getting to be a little before 7 a.m., so we start to see light around 6:30, so something to look forward to. As we look at our radar, it is free and clear, but that also means we are right around the freezing mark since we have cooler temperatures throughout our area, so do get ready for that. As we look at the next couple of hours for our day, we have plenty of sunshine. Again, folks, it's going to take a little longer to warm up, but ample sunshine, highs in the lower 60s. For Yakima, warmest temperature in about a month. In the Tri-Cities area, we're right around the 60-degree mark as well. And folks, just ample sunshine is on the way. And for the lovely Walla Walla region, we have plenty of sunshine as well. We're going to stay a little cooler along the Blues. We're going to be in those mid-50s. So a perfect Wednesday is ahead, but we do have those changes coming tomorrow as we get heavy winds and some shower activity as well. I'll get you prepared for that in my full forecast, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
2 Yakima residents were fatally shot Thursday. Their bodies found burned near Toppenish. Police say they have a suspected accomplice in custody, but the man they believe fired the gun is still at large. Authorities are asking people to be on the lookout for 31-year-old John Razajkowski, who's believed to be armed and dangerous. They believe it's possible he's somewhere in Rufus, Oregon, where he lives, but don't know for sure. He's accused of fatally shooting 34-year-old Alicia King and 35-year-old Jeremy Wyatt on Thursday on Box Canyon Road north of Goldendale and burning their bodies about 3 miles off of Pump House Road and Highway 97 near Toppenish on the Yakima Reservation. The suspected accomplice, 57-year-old Larry Clevin of Goldendale, was arrested Friday and is facing charges of rendering criminal assistance and tampering with physical evidence. The Klickitat County Sheriff says they believe it was a drug deal gone bad.
The suspect thought the victim owed him money.
Both victims lived in the city of Yakima, and the Yakima County Coroner's Office says autopsies showed both died of a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities say if anyone has any information about this case or Razajkowski, they should contact Klickitat County officials at 509-773-4455. Fire damaged a home yesterday morning in the Findlay area in Benton County. According to Benton County Fire District 1, a resident returned to the home on Haney Road around 8:30 and found the home filled with smoke. Benton County Fire District 1 and Kennewick Fire both responded and discovered flames coming from an area beneath the home's roof. They had the fire under control within a half hour. According to Benton County Fire District 1, early investigation shows that an electrical issue in a bathroom fan might have caused the fire. No one was hurt. Decisions were made on the 2 resolutions on the docket Monday night at the Pasco City Council meeting. Cannabis retail was approved by the council with a narrow vote. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald tells us why the council members voted for retail cannabis sales in Pasco.
The Pasco City Council brought a long-standing issue to a vote Monday night, the retail sale of recreational cannabis in the city. With speaker after speaker after speaker after speaker, the council, with a lot of other city business to get to during Monday's meeting, skipped ahead to take care of the unfinished business while it was still fresh on their minds. There were 2 resolutions up for the council to vote on Monday night. One, to send the choice of retail cannabis sales to Pasco voters.
They've long been a proponent of utilizing the advisory vote process to help us pulse all of or the overwhelming majority of the public.
I think some of the best things, what makes this a great nation, is that we've let everybody vote.
The council voted 3-4 against this decision, with council members Brown, Serrano, and Milne in support of it. This meant the vote was up to the council.
I do not want to put more barriers in front of 3 business license holders with another advisory vote that just comes right back to us to then make a decision.
I understand the ramifications that if we don't pass this tonight, that it could cost some of these businesses money. It's not about his business, it's about the city of Pasco.
Council members Roach and Campos, Mayor Pro Tem Maloney, and lastly, Mayor Barajas, the tiebreaker, voted in favor of having retail cannabis shops in industrial and commercial zones in the city of Pasco.
Brown.
No.
Maloney.
Yes.
And Barajas.
Yes.
And it carries with a 4-3 vote.
This means a narrow 4-3 vote in favor of allowing retail cannabis. According to city officials, there are 4 licenses available for stores that can sell marijuana in the county, 3 of which are already claimed. It was a long journey to get an answer, but now the debate is over.
We're waiting to hear back from officials with the city of Pasco on when retail cannabis shops might begin to open. The Enterprise Middle School National Junior Honor Society is running its yearly community project. This week, West Richland students are hosting a school pantry item donations drive. This is both for items like toothpaste, shampoo, and feminine products, as well as non-perishable food items and clothing. 35 NJHS students are taking part in this project, and they say that everyone has a job to do to make sure this project happens.
We've built posters. We also have a specific group who's going to organize the supply drive. We have a group who's writing announcements for the school, and also others that are like contacting teachers and doing stuff on social media.
You can drop off items at Enterprise Middle School during school hours. The school has large cabinets for items for students in need that they're trying to fill right now. And they say any extra items that the students won't be able to use will be donated to the Union Gospel Mission. Well, last week we introduced you to Enrique Rosas, who's purchased a fossil from a man on the side of the road in Kennewick, and the fossil saga continues. He took the fossil to the Coyote Canyon dig site, and while they don't have a final answer, Enrique is a step closer to unraveling the mystery of what this could be.
Well, it appears to be perhaps a fossilized tooth, maybe a whale.
Or it could be something else. A field expert in Seattle will have to look at the fossil to make a final determination. You'll hear more about this discovery later on Good Morning Northwest. We will return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Folks, it is going to be a beautiful Wednesday ahead, but big changes coming Thursday. I'll get you prepared for, well, the weekend as well. My full forecast is coming right up.
And the CDC is sending out warnings of a deadly fungal infection making its way across the U.S. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Find your next Subaru at McCurley Subaru and get 3.9% financing.
Great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. In case you forgot, we have your all-you-can-eat salad bar, and we can seat groups of up to 50 people. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab. Enjoy your meal and save room for dessert. We have a happy hour and big screen TVs. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's start here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Hospital bills are often a surprise, and not the good kind. But you may also be surprised to learn that you can get 50, 75, or even 100% off those bills. Thanks to a new law, there's a good chance you're one of the 4 million Washingtonians who qualify. Whether or not you have health insurance, the law requires hospitals provide the care you need at an affordable cost. So ask your hospital or visit affordablehospital.wa.gov to see if you're eligible.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0.9 for 60 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 22 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
This newscast sponsored by the Working Family Tax Credit.
It's 5:11 on this Wednesday morning. Well, the CDC is sounding the alarm about a growing threat of a deadly fungus called Candida auris. On Monday, the agency published research saying clinical cases of Candida auris are skyrocketing. It says cases went from 53 in 2016 to almost 1,500 in 2021. Researchers say though the cases were initially clustered in New York and Chicago, they are now being reported in more than half of the U.S. According to the CDC, healthy people don't usually get sick from Candida auris. It's more likely to affect people who have serious medical problems, weakened immune systems, and people with medical devices going into their bodies, such as breathing tubes or catheters. The multi-drug resistant fungus also easily spreads through healthcare facilities. It can be carried on people's skin without causing symptoms. Researchers say the pandemic may have also spread the disease. Well, progestogen-only contraceptives like mini pill and in-uterine devices carry a similar low increased risk for breast cancer as other hormonal contraceptives. That's according to a new study published Tuesday in the Public Library of Science Journal of Medicine. Researchers analyzed data on almost 10,000 women under the age of 50 who were diagnosed with invasive breast cancer. They found that progestogen-only contraceptives, which do not have estrogen, are associated with 20 to 30% relative risk for breast cancer. That aligns with previous research on combined hormone contraceptives. The study investigated potential links to the disease and does not indicate that hormonal contraceptives cause breast cancer. Coming up, Yakima Valley College launched its first ever agricultural open house in Grandview last night to show the members of the community all the different ways to pursue a career in agriculture. And a perfect day to work in agriculture. We have plenty of sunshine, light winds, but changes coming tomorrow. Your first alert forecast is coming up next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us.
McCafe iced coffee is the perfect reward for those mornings that deserve a reward. Get a medium iced coffee, any flavor, for just $2. Take a treat retreat, available all day at McDonald's.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Find your next Mazda at McCurley Mazda and get 2.9% financing.
For the first time in a while, the road ahead of us looks good. And it's about time. Since 1989, Arrow Construction Supply has been Washington and Idaho's leading provider of products and services for asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. We have all the products and equipment for sale and rent to get the job done. So if you're ready to make your road home as smooth as the road ahead, then you'll want Arrow paving the way. Arrow Construction Supply.
Many people who deserve Social Security, disability, and workers' compensation benefits are denied.
If you were denied, you want an experienced attorney's personal attention.
I personally handle each workers' comp case.
And I personally handle each Social Security disability case.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630, Bothwell and Hamill.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With zero down and as low as 1.9% financing even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. Wow. That's our boy.
So bright. There's no better morning than a buy one, get one for $1 morning at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Seattle Sea Dragons battle Orlando Saturday morning at 10 on Cap KVU. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful Tuesday and a nice morning so far. A lovely day ahead, but we have changes coming tomorrow. We have windy conditions and a cooling trend is on tap, and we could be seeing a little bit of shower activity tomorrow early and in the afternoon. I'll get to that in a second, but look at our clear skies throughout the Northwest, a little bit of cloud coverage over the Cascades, but things in our areas just perfect. It is going to be very chilly though this morning since we have those clear skies. So as we look at our futurecast, as we move along in our Wednesday, just a hint of clouds along the Blue Mountain region, but you can see changes are on the way. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, very quick but widespread showers throughout our areas, and that will persist as we move along in the morning. A couple of heavy cells in there, especially Walla Walla, Pendleton, could be pretty heavy, and it's going to bring in more snow into the upper elevations of the Blue Mountain region. Then as we move along in Thursday, we have more snow for the Cascades and then more showers for our areas. Then it'll move on, but Friday morning we could see a little bit more, so we're going to keep a close eye on that. But tomorrow morning you should be seeing some shower activity, at least a good chance of it, for your morning commute, but none of that this morning. Nothing we have to worry about this morning. It is beautiful, but it is chilly. We were in the mid to lower 40s for most of our areas at this time yesterday, but for today, with those clear skies, nothing to hold in the heat, we're right around that freezing mark. 30 for Yakima and Tri-Cities. Ellensburg was in the lower 40s yesterday. At this time, it's at 26 today. What a difference it makes when we don't have any cloud coverage. So we're going to peak in our temperatures today, and then we're going to start cooling down all the way to 52. Now, this is for the Tri-Cities, so we could be seeing mid-40s for our highs on Saturday and Sunday, but then we're going to slowly warm up in our next work week. So we do expect to see some lower 60s next week, but still no real heat spike, or for that matter, cool spike is on the way. So we're just kind of hanging around our averages. So in our wind speeds, we're seeing a little bit of wind going on in Connell and Walla Walla, but we're still seeing light winds. That will continue today. But as we get into tomorrow and Friday, we're going to see between 15 and 25 mile per hour across the board. For the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, it's going to start tomorrow morning. For the Yakima Valley, Kittitas area, it's going to start in the afternoon. So just get ready for blustery conditions for the next couple of days, and then we're going to level out as we get to our weekend. Hey, it's our countdown for 2023. Mariners home opener a week from tomorrow. Easter, 18 days away, and the NFL draft just still a little over a month away. So look at these highs. Ellensburg, 56. Lower 60s for Yakima, Toppenish. Over in the Mid-Columbia, we're in those lower 60s as well. 63 in Hanford. Over in the Blues, still kind of lagging behind, right in those mid-50s where they were yesterday. Our 7-day forecast, all right, so we're going to see some showers, but some sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be an odd, very spring-like Thursday with those winds and showers. And we're going to cool down to the upper 40s for Saturday and pretty much stick there till we get to the middle part of our next work week. Overnight lows will be in the upper 20s starting Thursday late night. In the Tri-Cities, 58 tomorrow, then mid to lower 50s for your weekend. But folks, all this talk about tomorrow, let's talk about today. A perfect Wednesday is on the way.
Yakima Valley College hosted its inaugural Agriculture Open House at its Grandview campus last night. The goal, to show community members how agricultural careers can go beyond farming or working in the fields to the tech industry. It's also an opportunity for young kids who might be curious about the equipment used in agriculture to get a closer look.
People might be interested in that. Hey, agriculture sparks my interest. I'm interested in maybe pursuing something in that, but I'd like to learn a little bit more.
And if you weren't able to make it, you can find out more about those agriculture programs on the Yakima Valley College website. Well, time for some spring cleaning in Yakima. Residents who live from East R Street to East Yakima Avenue and between Front Street and North 10th Street can participate in a free community cleanup event. Residents can dump trash in temporary dumpsters located at Barge Lincoln Elementary School and the Old Mill between 8 and noon on Saturday. Volunteers will also drive trucks through those neighborhoods between 9 and noon to accept trash, brush, and bulky items as people clean up their properties. There are limits on what you can throw in the dumpsters, like no hazardous items or construction waste. Items for collection by trucks need to be placed in an alley adjacent to the property or by the curb by 8 Saturday morning. You can call 509-575-6005 for more information. And important information for Benton PUD customers in Prosser. They will experience a 9-hour planned electrical outage. That outage begins at 10 p.m. March 31st and lasts until Saturday morning at 7 on April 1st. The Bonneville Power Administration will do the work, which includes power line and equipment maintenance and repair. It says the work is preventative but necessary and that the power must be turned off for employees to safely perform the work. This reminder from Benton PUD, customers should prepare for the temporary outage by having flashlights, batteries, and other essential supplies. Customers should also ensure their phones has been fully charged before the planned outage. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, yesterday was World Down Syndrome Day, and we're continuing the celebration by telling you about one very special Yakima girl.
How does Mint Mobile afford to give you premium wireless for just $15 a month? It's because we sublet our ads.
This is now a Jack in the Box commercial, and this is the new Mint Mobile Shake. That's right, we even sublet their name.
Really, everything's for sale.
Get $750 purchase allowance on most 2023 Cadillac CT4 and CT5 models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
To start your 4-cheese mac and cheese, you want to put about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan. And then while that's heating up on a medium to medium high heat, we're going to add heavy cream. And you're just going to coat the bottom of the pan. It's about 1 cup to 1.5 cups that we're using here. And we just want the cream to get heated through and the butter to melt before we add our cheese. We use mozzarella, it gives it that nice stringiness. Parmesan, which gives it a salty and nutty flavor. Cheddar, because cheddar, you know, mac and cheese. And then I use a smoked Gouda, and that gives it its smoky, creamy flavor. You have about 1/4 cup of each cheese in here. But you keep it moving because you don't want to burn your cream. Otherwise, you're going to have a sour milk tasting sauce, and that's not good. We're going to add our pasta. We're using macaroni noodles. This is 7 ounces by weight of cooked pasta. And you can see it's getting all incorporated. The cheeses are melting. Now we're going to turn the heat off. It's okay that everything's not completely melted and combined because this is going to go into the oven. Now we're going to put it into the pan. I'm using an oven-safe disposable pan. and it's perfect for takeout. Breadcrumbs. I'm just using a seasoned breadcrumbs. I like to top my mac and cheese with bacon. Now this is going to go into a 450-degree oven for about 6 minutes. And there's your 4-cheese mac and cheese.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
My Mint Mobile Shake. Oreo cookie pieces, cool mint, creamy whipped cream, and a sweet cherry on top. What's not to like? I guess that it's only here for a limited time.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
All right, yesterday marked World Down Syndrome Day, and Yakima community members decided to raise awareness with an event last night at Kissel Park.
Families with children like 7-year-old Peach, this year's champion of the Children's Miracle Network, were out and about wearing wild socks and showing people just how special their loved ones are, not in spite of, but because they see the world a little differently.
Awareness is important because people with Down syndrome should be included, celebrated, acknowledged as part of our community, just like any individual with disability.
And we'll have more on this story later on Good Morning Northwest.
Yes, and of course, I celebrate World Down Syndrome Day every day because I have a brother with Down syndrome.
Okay, all right. What's his name?
His name is Brett.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I hope he enjoyed his day yesterday, but every day is that for you. All right, folks, we have a look at your full weather forecast coming up, and it's going to be, Jill, a perfect Wednesday. Perfect midweek. The changes are coming. All of your forecasts coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the United States is waiting on a New York grand jury's decision on whether or not former President Donald Trump will be indicted, causing some of his strongest supporters to make their way out to Mar-a-Lago in a rally to support the former president amid multiple legal probes.
In today's Tech Bites, changes at TikTok amid the threat of a U.S. ban. The Chinese-owned app is clarifying its community guidelines and adding new policies on AI and climate misinformation. TikTok CEO is expected to promise firewall protection for Americans' user data when he appears before Congress tomorrow. And more ads are coming to Instagram. Parent company Meta is beginning to test ads in search results. The goal is to reach people searching for businesses, products, and content. Instagram will also launch reminder ads as a way to help companies push upcoming events. And Microsoft has launched Bing Image Creator. The company says the AI-powered tool will make the search engine more visual. The feature creates images based on text prompts. The Image Creator will be integrated with both the new Bing and Microsoft Edge. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Dad, we got this.
We got this.
Let me check out the tank.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this. We got this. We got this.
Life is for living.
We got this.
Let's partner for all of it. Edward Jones.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime coughing, aching, fever, sore throat 9 to none medicine.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
A New York grand jury is expected to give its decision today on whether or not former President Donald Trump will face charges for alleged hush money payments to an adult film star. Meanwhile, in Florida, a few of the president's biggest supporters hold a rally at Mar-a-Lago.
And a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Jill, Wednesday is on the way, but changes are on the way tomorrow, so don't get too used to it. I'll get you prepared.
From Cap KVU Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to midweek. Jill, it's going to be a gorgeous, yesterday
I
was
love
all
hearing
right.
that, yes.
It's going to be just get ready for this beauty. Try to get outside maybe for lunch today because changes are coming tomorrow. We're going to have heavy winds and showers tomorrow off and on. But today
is the day to go outside.
I'll give it a chef's kiss. Mwah. All right, let's take a look outside. Sunrise right around the 7 a.m. hour, a little before it actually for the Tri-Cities. We do expect to see just beautiful conditions. We are chilly this morning, so about 10 degrees or so chillier than we were yesterday. So just keep an eye out for those cool temperatures, but clear skies throughout our radar. And look at these conditions we're going to be seeing today. Plenty of sunshine. Highs for Yakima, lower 60s. Just beautiful. Lower 60s as well for the Tri-Cities area. We're a little cooler over in the Blue Mountain region. We're going to see just a hint of cloud coverage this morning. We're going to be in those mid 50s. But tomorrow, folks, we're going to start a cool down towards the weekend where we're going to be in the lower 50s to upper 40s. We're going to see off and on showers tomorrow. Also winds 15 to 25 mile per hour. So a lot going on for your Thursday. But let's get back to today. It is going to be great. Hope you can get outside and enjoy all of much more, getting you prepared for tomorrow and that weekend coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. All eyes are on Manhattan as a grand jury could deliver charges against former President Donald Trump for his role in alleged hush money payments to an adult film star. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has the details.
It's possible that in just a few hours, a grand jury will find that former President Donald Trump broke the law in a case involving alleged hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels just days before the 2016 election.
No one is above the law.
Demonstrators on both sides gathering in New York City as the former president calls on his supporters to protest.
I'm just not going to get into hypotheticals or any potential scenarios, but we are always prepared.
This comes amid a new development involving another federal investigation of the former president. Sources tell ABC News a federal judge determined that the special counsel investigating Trump's handling of classified documents presented compelling preliminary evidence that Trump may have broken the law. The special counsel argued that the former president's attorneys should be compelled to testify because Trump knowingly misled them to file a sworn statement that he knew was false. That sworn statement came in June when Trump's lawyers certified that a diligent search of his Mar-a-Lago estate determined he had turned over all the classified documents in his possession. 2 months later, when FBI agents raided the premises, prosecutors say they found more than 100 additional classified documents, including some in Trump's office desk. In a separate case in Georgia, Trump's attorneys filed a motion for that state court to throw out an investigation related to his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
The U.S. Secret Service and NYPD are coordinating security plans in case Trump is indicted and arraigned in open court. Communications between Stormy Daniels and an attorney now representing former President Trump have been turned over to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, according to a lawyer for the adult film star. The exchanges are said to date back to 2018 when Daniels was seeking an attorney. This raises the possibility the Trump attorney Joe Tacopina could be sidelined from his defense of Trump in the case related to Trump's alleged role in a scheme to pay hush money to Daniels. Tacopina denies there is a conflict or that confidential information was shared with his office, and he neither met nor spoke to Daniels. Groups of supporters gathered Tuesday near former President Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago to show their support amid multiple legal probes, as a New York grand jury investigating Trump is poised to complete its work soon. Matt Cesney reports.
For Trump supporters, even getting to this rally wasn't exactly easy. It was gathered on a small parking lot right near Mar-a-Lago that filled up quickly, which meant many had to park over in West Palm Beach and walk here.
I rode with her and I don't know where she parked.
Palm Beach police kept a tight lid on traffic as Trump supporters packed themselves in, hoping maybe Donald Trump would see them.
All I know is that he can, at least from video, see that he has people that really love him and that we're not deceived by the media, we're not put off by what we hear, that we still believe in him.
They're believing, despite the news from Trump himself, that he may soon face arrest in New York, which is also raising concern over protests and what they may lead to. Richard Riles is with the Palm Beach County Black Caucus.
And that would be contrary to what a democracy stands for, is that the rule of law should stand for everyone. And we can't, because we don't agree with the rule of law, decide that we're going to overthrow the government, which happened on January 6th.
Outside Mar-a-Lago, though, it was calm among some undying support.
I refuse to surrender on my knees. I will die on my feet for that man and for everybody out here.
For Trump supporters, they say they're just doing what Donald Trump asked them to do, come out and publicly show support, even as many of them admit they're uncertain how this week will unfold.
Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Folks, slow start to the morning, but get ready for plenty of sunshine, light winds. Dare I say a perfect Wednesday, Spring Wednesday is on the way. I'll have your forecast coming right up.
And the Federal Reserve is considering hiking interest again in order to combat the growing banking crisis.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
You're pregnant. You're gonna be one hell of a dad. I learned from the very best.
A Million Little Things, the farewell season, tonight on ABC.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Has your dishwasher let you down lately?
Then see the latest Bosch dishwashers at Fred's Appliance. Fred's also has models you won't find at the box stores.
Bosch means quality and innovation. New Bosch dishwashers quietly deliver sparkling dishes.
With features like third rack and a new drying system that even dries plastic, Bosch raises the bar for dishwashers.
Fred's has more dishwashers in stock than you'll see anywhere. Come in and see us today.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KV sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The Federal Reserve Chair will address the media for the first time since the U.S. banking crisis erupted earlier this month. And he'll also announce what they plan to do with interest rates. John Lawrence reports.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell will be front and center Wednesday afternoon with his decision of whether another U.S. rate hike is on the way.
I think a quarter point's fine. Me personally, I think the Fed should just go ahead and go to 50 basis points.
The Fed has raised rates 8 times since March 2022. The most recent increase was in February when they went up a quarter point. Some analysts say the collapse of 2 U.S. banks this month could cause the Fed to hold rates steady and give the U.S. economy some breathing room.
Treasury has said has seen deposit flows stabilize, which is incredibly important in regional and also small banks. In some cases, mostly reverse.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, speaking at the American Bankers Association on Tuesday, said the U.S. banking system remains sound. She also added,
"It's essential that Congress raise the debt ceiling and that they do it promptly in order not to inflict a truly catastrophic wound on our economy and financial system."
But critics of the White House say that won't produce any solutions.
Government spent too much and created inflation. So should I ignore it? Should we do exactly what the president's saying and just lift the debt ceiling and create more inflation and more banking problems?
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Economists say the Fed's repeated rate hikes are an attempt to curb inflation back down to the central bank's goal of around 2%. However, recent economic data still shows strength in the labor market and in consumer spending. In business news, shoe retailer Foot Locker plans to close 400 stores by 2026. That means a smaller footprint in some shopping malls as the company closes underperforming locations. Foot Locker, which marks a half-century in business next year, will introduce a new concept called Lace Up, which will focus on shoppers who buy shoes for a variety of reasons, such as comfort, athletics, or fashion. The stores will continue to carry Nike products. Coming up, actress Gwyneth Paltrow is expected in court today in a case involving a skiing accident back in 2016. And we'll return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. That's next.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups or get $2,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey Dad, look,
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them? We gotta fix this. It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
We know vaccines, immunizations, and boosters save lives. They nearly eradicated polio, protected our infants from chickenpox and measles, and kept our kids safe from whooping cough and meningitis. The best way to keep your family safe from these viruses is to stay informed about when to get vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, like COVID-19 or the flu, talk with your healthcare provider today. Learn more at askyourprovider.org.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Situated in the heart of Washington wine country, the Prosser House by John Gray is a place you won't want to miss. John's international culinary training brings amazing cuisine to the table. Treat yourself and someone special to a meal you won't soon forget. We'll see you at the Prosser House.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to midweek. Hope you're having a good morning so far, enjoying your coffee, orange juice, whatever. Lovely day is ahead. It is going to be a very, very perfect early spring day. Windy tomorrow, though, and we do have a cooling trend on tap, so enjoy these warm temperatures today. Clear skies right now. That also means, as you know by now, very cool temperatures for your morning. Nothing to hold in the heat that we had yesterday. So let's take a look at the futurecast. Here's what we expect as we move along in our day. Maybe a little bit of early cloud coverage for Walla Walla, Pendleton. Other than that, beautiful conditions, well, until we get to tomorrow morning. We have shower activity coming in. We're going to see winds start early for the Blue Mountain region and the Tri-Cities between 15 and 25 mile per hour. Pretty much that's going to persist until we get to early on Saturday. But shower activity early and some heavy cells in there. Then as we move along in the morning, more widespread shower activity. We'll move along until the evening when we're going to see some possibly very heavy cells coming into Pendleton, Walla Walla areas, but they're going to be very quick and move along quite swiftly. And then a possibility of a little bit more shower activity as we get into Friday morning. That includes some snow for the Blue Mountain region and for the Cascades. So do make plans ahead if you are traveling over the passes. So let's take a look at our current temperatures. As I said, we're going to be chilly this morning. We're right around the freezing mark. 26 for Ellensburg. Yesterday at this time, Ellensburg was at 41. So just to give you an idea of the temperature change you're going to experience as you head out your door. So today is the warmest day of our work week, and we're going to cool down significantly towards our weekend and then slowly start to warm up in our next work week, though we do expect a return of lower 60s next week, but we could even see some mid 40s as we get to Saturday, speaking of Ellensburg. So cooler temperatures are on the way, but today, just beautiful. Pretty much light winds, seeing a little bit of winds coming in from the north for Connell, Dayton, Moses Lake seeing 14, but most of our cities are looking very light, and that will continue. But as we get into tomorrow, as I said, 15 to 25 mile per hour winds across the board. It's going to start early for the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, take till the afternoon for Yakima and Ellensburg, and that's going to persist maybe a little less on Friday, and then we'll see lighter winds as we head into our weekend and into our next work week. All right, our countdown for 2023 Mariners opener, 8 days away, a week from tomorrow. Easter, 18 days away, 2 weeks from this Sunday, and the NFL draft just over a month away. So as we look at our day today, lower 60s, Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg at 56, warmest day of the week, folks. Lower 60s for pretty much the entirety of the Mid-Columbia, 59 for Connell. And with that cloud coverage early, we're still seeing cooler temperatures for the Blue Mountain region, pretty much on par with what we saw yesterday in those mid-50s. So 7-day forecast, we have more sunshine than not, but we do have those early showers and then afternoon showers for most of our areas. Then we're going to be cooling down into our weekend, 49 for Yakima, and then slowly warming up next week. Overnight lows will be just below that freezing mark starting Thursday late night. In the Tri-Cities area, 58 tomorrow, then mid to lower 50s into the weekend. And again, folks, we're just going to see some spotty showers tomorrow, but let's get back to today. It is midweek. It is going to be gorgeous. Hopefully you can get outside and enjoy it for lunch or in your early evening hours. Just a very nice Wednesday is on the way.
Oscar-winning actress Gwyneth Paltrow will find herself on the stand today regarding a skiing accident that took place in 2016.
This morning, Oscar-winning actress Gwyneth Paltrow on trial for a crash on the ski slopes more than 7 years ago.
Let the record reflect that counsel and their clients are present in the courtroom.
76-year-old Terry Sanderson accuses Paltrow of slamming into him at Utah's Deer Valley Resort, causing his concussion and 4 broken ribs.
She knew that skiing that way, looking somewhere else, blindly skiing down a mountain by looking up and to the side, was reckless.
Sanderson's lawyers claim Paltrow, who was on vacation with her family, was turning to look at her children skiing when she crashed into the retired optometrist and then took off without offering help.
She turns her head up to look at her children. As she turns her head back down, she screams, then skis back into the back of Terry Sanderson.
One witness who was skiing with Sanderson took the stand.
I looked over, and then about maybe 1 or 2 seconds, and then I heard the scream, and then and then I see this skier just slam into the back of Terry.
But Paltrow's lawyers deny she caused the crash.
We believe it to be utter BS.
Her attorneys claim it was Sanderson who plowed into Paltrow's back.
Gwyneth was hurt by Mr. Sanderson's negligence. It rattled her and it physically hurt her.
Anderson is seeking $300,000 in damages after first suing for $3 million. He changed his complaint after Paltrow countersued. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
It looks like Bad Bunny's bad relationship could land him in court. The Puerto Rican rapper and singer, whose real name is Benito Martinez Ocasio, is being sued by his ex-girlfriend for $40 million. Carliz de la Cruz Hernandez is accusing the artist of using her voice in 2 songs without her consent. Her attorneys registered the lawsuit in San Juan, Puerto Rico back on March 1st. No word on an expected court date for the lawsuit. Neither Ocasio nor his representatives have responded to the allegations made against him. Actor Lance Reddick from the TV series Fringe, the video game Destiny, and the John Wick movies passed away on the 17th of this month. Rick Damigella interviewed him earlier in the month about John Wick Chapter 4.
I have you for 2 nights? Depending on business, it may be more. Of course, sir.
Lance Reddick appears in all 4 John Wick films as the concierge of New York's The Continental Hotel.
How good's your laundry? No one's that good.
Reddick passed away on March 17th. Just 2 weeks prior, I sat down with him and Ian McShane to talk about John Wick Chapter 4.
What's so exquisite for me is that the world that was created in the first one, that you only get a glimpse of because you just see the Continental, keeps getting expanded and you see more and more of it, and why it is the way that it is and what the rules are. And so it's the fact that it keeps getting bigger without losing the quality is what's so amazing to me.
How good to see you again so soon, Mr. Wick.
I was curious to know if the actors find it easy to get back into character for each film. Reddick's response was bookended by some good-natured humor from McShane.
For me, no. I have trouble. I have to find it again. Fortunately,
it's much more difficult as an actor to work with than I am. That's all I say.
I mean, Keanu won't talk to me, so because I'm so difficult too.
It's very difficult.
Mr. Wick is on his way to see you, sir.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Team USA fell to Japan in the finals of the World Baseball Classic last night. The Americans jumped out to an early lead in the International Baseball Tournament in Miami Tuesday, but Japan answered quickly in the 2nd inning and then adding another run 2 innings later. The Los Angeles Angels two-way superstar Shohei Ohtani came in to close the game for Team Japan. In a dramatic matchup with his Angels teammate Mike Trout, Ohtani struck him out to clinch Japan's 3-2 victory. Ohtani was named the WBC MVP. This is Japan's 3rd WBC championship in 5 tournaments. When we come back, a psychologist and a barber in Lincoln, Nebraska team up to give kids in need a haircut and a listening ear.
This morning, Gen plus GMA? Well, that's a go.
Go, 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 go.
But how about Gen plus GMA plus Adam live?
Am I being punked?
It's no mystery. GMA This Morning?
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Only on
Good Morning America.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
What are the biggest operational challenges on your farm? Data management and displays? Navigating the John Deere Operations Center? Equipment setup and in-field adjustments? If you have precision agriculture questions, we have the Precision Ag Answers. Join RDO Equipment Company's team of experts for Precision Ag Answers, a collection of videos covering John Deere precision ag technology. Everything from quick tips to basic how-tos and in-depth tutorials.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. For some, it's smooth and straight. For others, it's winding vineyard roads or rugged desert trails. But what really matters most is where you're headed. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Our certified and trained vehicle experts are committed to keeping you on the road and getting you there safely. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Find your next Mazda at McCurley Mazda and get 2.9% financing on a new 2023 Mazda CX-5, CX-30, and CX-50.
Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Take a trip closer to home, everyone. It is going to be a beautiful Wednesday ahead. Hope you're having a good morning so far. So for the Kittitas Valley area, 56 for Ellensburg. You know, it's going to be warm if Cle Elum is in the mid 50s. As we move over into the lovely Yakima Valley, we're in the lower 50s for most of our areas, save for Natchez, the upper 50s there. Plenty of sunshine on tap, light winds, lower 60s for much of the mid-Columbia. And the Blues just a little bit cooler than the rest of our areas, mostly in the mid-50s. Hermiston, though, you're up to 61, and Aragon, you're up to 61 as well. But just get ready for a beautiful Wednesday ahead with those changes coming tomorrow. All of that in my forecast. That's coming up.